If you're a financial advisor who suspects that affluent clients are not getting what they actually want from their advisors, guess what? You're absolutely right. And I've founded a program that's designed to fix that problem with your help. The sad truth is, most of the industry, and I'm talking about our beloved financial services industry, does not care what the clients want. So I created the Mark of Mastery program for the 5% of financial advisors who do care. 95% of our peers are just doing what they do, they're doing what they enjoy. I'm going to say they're probably doing a great job. But as far as aligning what they do with what clients want the most, what clients are willing to pay the most for, not so much. But 5% of the advisors out there do care. They're the ones who are both willing and able to make the effort that's required to serve clients at the level that the 95% either can't deliver or they just won't deliver. And before I tell you what's inside this program that I created, let me tell you why it exists. I spent 25 years delivering service to affluent, ideal clients. Now, I've been a financial advisor for 40 years, but for 25 years in the middle of that, I ran a multifamily serving affluent, ideal clients. And not just a few. I was personally serving 100 affluent families. And that wasn't by accident. I had to sit down and actually build a process because the industry didn't train such a process. I couldn't find any actual industry definition of comprehensive financial services. So I built a system, a scalable system that made sure nothing falls through the cracks and every client's always on track with their goals. We focused everything around on what they want and what they need. And on top of everything, we designed this program to exceed client expectations, and not just once or every so often, but month after month, year after year, for years. So how did I do it? It was very complicated. I sat down and asked my clients, what do you want from this relationship that you have with a financial advisor like me? I didn't just listen to the industry. I realized that there actually was a disconnect between our industry and what ideal clients want. So I listened. I listened to my clients. I asked them what they wanted. What is it that no financial advisor has ever done for you that you really want? And then I built this method to consistently deliver on that. So that method became what I now teach. I'm still a financial advisor, but I made a decision in 2002. I want to pay it forward. I want to show the industry what it takes. It's not as hard as the advisor community thinks. And this idea of truly comprehensive financial services, but let me tell you, that is not a buzzword. It means different things to different people, but try it yourself. Sit down with your best clients and ask them, what does truly comprehensive financial services mean to you? Clients are very clear on this. They know what they want. They know why they hired you. It's worth sitting down and listening to what they have to say. So what I put together is a step-by-step system for consistently delivering extraordinary value to ideal clients. No fluff, no tricks, just results. Now, I want to be clear about something. The Mark of Mastery, it's free, but that doesn't mean it's light. It doesn't mean it's superficial. It's only free because I want to build a community of serious advisors. It's how I decided who I want to invest my time with. I want to invest my time with advisors who are in a community where they know coming in, the issue on the table is to figure out how to consistently exceed our clients' expectations using rock-solid planning strategies where nothing falls through the cracks. But it's also how I run off the wrong advisors. I'm going to speak to advisors listening to this. And let's just get on the same page here. If you're looking for shortcuts, that's perfectly fine. I think of a lot of what we do as very easy. It's just tedious and it takes effort. But it results in what I call intellectual shortcuts. This is the shortest distance between where you are now and what clients actually want from this relationship. But if you're seeking, I don't know, gimmicks or like cool tools, we live in an era of AI, and even I will admit there's some very impressive, cool tools that I'm shown every day by the advisors that I work with. They're coming to me with these things that are just so incredibly fantastic. What I try to tell the advisors is this business is not about cool tools. It's about delivering rock solid planning in a way that clients want it delivered. You can deliver truly comprehensive financial services in a way that exceeds your client's expectation with none of those tools. I'm not saying don't use cool tools. I'm just saying they're unnecessary. So if you're looking for gimmicks or you think this is going to be, I'll join this program because I like to learn a lot of new things and maybe this is going to be an easy button, this is not for you. If you think comprehensive means just offering investments and maybe investment products, no, this is not a product-driven strategy. That said, we work with advisors who have a product-driven business model, but the idea is to focus on what the clients need, what they want, and make that your relentless focus. But if you're entirely focused on revenue generation driven by product sales, this is not for you. If you're happy being, let's say, the second best advisor in your zip code, this is definitely not for you. What I tend to focus on and who I like to work with are advisors that can persuade me they would like to be the number one firm in their community. It's just intimidating to think what that might involve. What I am looking for in this community is advisors who want to be the only game in town, the advisor that no one else can touch. Now, achieving that, you'll have to work with me and figure out what that looks like. All I'm saying is it's a mindset. If you're committed to being second best, in my way of thinking, that's a commitment to mediocrity. But by shooting for being the number one firm in your market, you're the advisor that no one else can touch. This is where it starts. So what do you get when you join the Mark of Mastery? It's a free program. Once you create your free account at themarkofmastery.com and you set your password and you can now log in, this unlocks everything in the system that I put there and I continue to add to every week. There are 7 full-length courses that really go deep into what affluent clients want and how they want it delivered to them. These are the fundamentals, and they're described in the course. Now, the course is a blueprint for delivering client service at a level that most financial advisors can't even imagine. It's how you become irreplaceable. The word I like is indispensable, and I tell my clients straight up, my objective is to be indispensable to you and your family. On a scale of 1 to 10, how indispensable would you rate me today? Whatever they say, if there's a gap, and there almost always is, you say, well, what would it take to get me from an 8 to a 10 or whatever number they gave? In the Mark of Mastery, I have another course that I created, 2008, and we keep it there because it's the most popular thing in there. It's called the Kate Wilson Case Study. This is a real-world walkthrough following an advisor who's implementing this method to exceed client expectations and deliver lasting value to these clients. In that program, particularly, there's lots of tactics. So if you're looking for, I'm not looking for entirely theory, well, this course is not that. It's tactics. It's specifically describing what was done, what the reports look like that the clients are being handed. That course is not theory, it's proof. The keys to acquiring affluent ideal clients is another course in there. You can learn what they're really looking for, and I'll give you a spoiler on that course. It's not better pie charts. It's better planning. It's more clarity and less noise. So you'll also get access in this program to webinar replays. We do webinars based on topics that are given to us from the community, and I'll do a webinar on things that advisors really want to know more about. So the webinars are open to any financial advisor that I'm connected with on LinkedIn. I have about 1,000 financial advisors all over the world that I like to chat with on LinkedIn, and that's fine. They can attend the webinar. I'm happy to do that. But if you want the replay, you'll need to log in to the Mark of Mastery, and I recommend that you do that. If you can't attend a webinar, I understand. We're all busy. I mostly listen to replays when I listen to webinars. So once you're a member, you can log in, watch whatever replays that you want. And then in addition to the courses and the webinar replays, I write advanced long-form articles and white papers on truly complex topics like macroeconomics and tax planning and the emerging digital asset world that we live in. Like we've got Bitcoin, we've got things that clients are asking about that we've never had to deal with before. So I write these articles that really dive deep into some of these topics. For example, how about affluent behavioral finance? All these articles are available to any member of the Mark of Mastery. You just got to log in and engage with the community. And then finally, I wanted to mention that members of the Mark of Mastery get a weekly curated digest. We call it the weekly digest. What that is I'm creating content based on requests from our members, but what my team does is they kind of watch what most popular content is. In other words, the things that seem to be resonating the most with our members. And every week we send out an email with the top 3 of the best new pieces of content covering topics like client service, client acquisition, and financial advisor mindset. I can tell you financial advisor mindset is almost always the number one obstacle to delivering truly comprehensive financial services at a level that will impress clients. So this advisor mindset is the mindset that's required to serve this affluent market. You'll find this material to be serious, substantive, providing lots of ideas and to inspire you to try and do some new things. There will be implementable tactics that you'll find in this program, and some of those tactics are going to end up being quick wins. There are certain things that clients really love that don't take a lot of time, they don't take a lot of effort, and you can see the results right away. Why am I doing this? Honestly, I'm trying to pay it forward to the next generation of financial advisors. My goal is to deliver the type of useful content and insights that I used to love to receive, except in my day, you had to pay for newsletter subscriptions, and you got these on a subscription basis when I was a younger advisor back in the 80s. But this content, it's my goal to emulate that, make it useful, make it implementable. And again, I do this at no charge. So what's the catch? There isn't one. I'm just paying it forward to the industry that's been so good to me. Now, we do have 2 paid programs for advisors who want more structure or they want direct access to me for help if they're in action mode. Forget about that. It's not like you join this program and I'm pestering you to join the paid program. That's not what this is about. My recommendation, honestly, just put it out of your mind. Ignore the fact that I have a paid program. If it's not something that you want and you actually want more structure and curriculum, just the opposite. I'm just as focused on filtering out the advisors that this is not a good fit for as I am building a community that's dialed in and focused on delivering at this level. Because the reality is most advisors are not ready for this. They're not willing to make this effort. Most advisors are not interested in what clients actually want. It's not that they don't have good intentions. It's that they're focused on other things. They're focused on other business models, and they're just not at the point in their career where they want to focus on something that's this comprehensive. And let's face it, there are a lot of advisors who are focused on what's easy or what's profitable or what's trendy. Like we've got AI right now. I talk to advisors on LinkedIn all the time that are trying to come up with some online like email marketing strategy or blogging strategy that will yield ideal clients. I've been focused on that for 10 years. I was skeptical 10 years ago. To this day, I have met every major guru who actually is teaching financial advisors how to develop an online strategy for acquiring ideal clients, and they've never been able to produce even one financial advisor who consistently acquires ideal clients through an online strategy. So I'm not focused on things that are trendy. And I'll tell you this, I've watched the data for 25 years, and affluent clients know when they're in the presence of an advisor who's focused on gimmicks and easy methods. They know. And that's why research shows that, if you can believe it, 78% of multimillionaires state straight up they would leave their current advisor if they even stumbled across another financial advisor who truly offers a more comprehensive level of service. That's unbelievable. That's a market opportunity for the advisors who are willing to make the effort to understand and then deliver on a higher level of truly comprehensive financial services. So the opportunity is just sitting right there in front of advisors who are ready to learn this. And I designed this free membership for financial advisors who are curious what it might take to be that kind of an advisor. I actually created this free membership initially for firms that are already the number one firm in their market, but they realize that there's room to dial it in even at a higher level. And to their credit, they're humble. They're not arrogant about the fact that they're number one. They're stretching, they're growing, they're trying to really truly understand how to serve their clients at the highest level. I created this free program for them. This is a way to put your toe in the water, start learning what it takes. This market is huge. When I look at the data right now, and I look at it all the time, the average ideal client right now is at the highest level of dissatisfaction in my whole career. And I started looking at this data in 2002. The market is wide open, and it's waiting for you if you're willing to refocus your effort on client desires, not the services that we think they want. And that's what this Mark of Mastery program was built to help you walk through. This isn't for the average advisor. It's for the advisor who wants to dominate their market by delivering a level of service that no one else is willing to match. The concepts are all easy, as I keep saying, but they require effort. Join us. Create your free login, explore the courses, read the articles, watch the case studies, implement any of the ideas, and you'll already be miles ahead of your competition. Even if you never pay me a nickel, you'll walk away with insights and strategies that make you more valuable to your ideal client. But if you do find yourself saying, this is what I've been looking for, and then you want to find a clear path, you can decide how deep you want to go down into this rabbit hole. That's up to you. But this community is growing. It's full of elite advisors who believe in doing the hard work, knowing that the effort is just a short-term project. The idea of getting your system up and running and making everything frictionless for your clients, once it's up and running, well, it's up to you whether you want to go into the office or not. I'm seeking financial advisors. Many in our program are tax and law firm partners who are just done with competing with the noisy, greeted, outdated crowd that represents the competition. They want something that attracts clients who are already looking for a level of service that they can't find and they kind of don't think exists. And if that sounds like you, welcome. I'll see you on the inside. Create your free login at themarkofmastery.com. Take the first step towards becoming referable and becoming the most valuable financial advisor in your market.